Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to welcome in Denise Barnes, the recycling coordinator with Rogue Disposal. Denise, good to see you again. How are you?
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. So I know we got a really cool Master Recycler program, and I want to get to that. But first, the annual plastic roundup. We're not offering that this year.
Yeah, we had to cancel our spring event for the first time since 2008.
Wow.
And it was a sad announcement that I had to make, but we need to get the word out there so people aren't saving their plastics for an event that's not going to happen.
Okay, so why do we have to cancel it?
Well, markets, since 2008, since the program started, it's been an uphill battle, mainly due to the recession at that time. Now there's three main factors that are kind of working against us. Low oil prices, which is great for us at the pump, but it makes the recycling, the use of recycled plastics a lot harder when the virgin material, in this case petroleum, is so cheap. So manufacturers are using virgin material rather than recycled plastics that cost more. Another thing is the slowdown in China's economy. They're just not consuming as much recycled plastic to make new products as they were. So they're slowing down a little bit. And thirdly is the strong U.S. dollar. Our export markets, it's harder for us to compete with a strong U.S. dollar in the export world. So.
Okay, so for example, you know, I recycle curbside every couple of weeks.
Yep.
I've never used this plastic roundup. What type of plastics are we talking about? What should people be doing?
Yeah, it's very different than the curbside programs. Okay. What you're allowed to recycle at the curb is very limited because plastic recycling is difficult. At the curb, you can only take plastic bottles and plastic tubs, all clean and no lids. The plastic roundup is where we took everything else. Everything from plastic toys, coat hangers, plastic clamshells that so many of our products are packaged in, our food products, nursery package, nursery pots, trays, drip tape, all those things that we have no other outlet for, we were able to take at the plastic roundup.
Interesting.
And so right now, I can't ask people to keep saving those materials when we have no outlet for them.
Okay, all right, very good. We're going to take a quick break. Not much more in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Denise Barnes from Rogue Disposal. So we've canceled the annual plastic roundup. We usually do it in the spring. So what should people do with these plastics that they can't recycle?
That's a tough question, and it's kind of a personal decision. You know, they can put it in the landfill if they wish to. If they wish to save it in hopes that we can revive the event, we are going to contact our processors again later this year and just see where things are at, if things are improving. You know, I'm ever the optimist. I hope we can bring it back, but there's no guarantee. Okay. We can't collect a material that we have no market for. So it's a personal decision if people want to continue to save the plastic for the roundup. What I would advise is plastic avoidance. Look at the plastic you're bringing into your house and what alternatives can I use? Can I buy something in bulk rather than all this plastic packaging and clamshells that I can't recycle at the curb? I would just really take a look at what plastics you're bringing in and what can you do to avoid the use of that plastic material. Okay, and as you mentioned in part one, it's aspects of the economy and obviously the international economy as well is playing a role.
What about other recyclables that you do collect currently? Are they also subject to the market?
They are subject to the market, and we're having a very difficult time marketing normal commingled material that we accept at the curb. So even normal things like newspaper and the plastics we do accept at the curb are difficult to market. When we send those things to market, we have to pay the processors to take them. We don't get paid for that material. So it is difficult all the way around, even in the curbside programs. And we are seeing newspaper mills closing left and right in the state of Oregon. The main product that we still find an outlet for is corrugated cardboard. China still likes our high fiber content cardboard, so that's the one that's the most stable right now.
Okay, and what about switching gears? You're kicking off this program this week. I know we talked about it last year, the Master Recycler program. What exactly is that?
So the Master Recycler training program, this is a great place to come and learn about some plastic avoidance tips and waste reduction tips. It's a 10-week training course. We meet once a week for the course of 10 weeks, and they learn everything from waste reduction, solid waste infrastructure, recycling behind the scenes, what happens to that material once it's collected, why we take what we do and why we don't take things. And they learn everything from urban sustainability, composting, the things they can do just to reduce their impact on the environment. And it's and then they are the ambassadors. You'll see them out in the community at local events, either educating or event recycling. So they're on the front lines. Okay,
and if people want to find out more about the program and how they can sign up and do that on the website?
Yep, they can just go to roguedisposal.com or jcmasterrecyclers.org.
Okay, very good. Good to see you.
Thanks so much for having me.
Appreciate it. Stay with us. We'll be right back.